Good evening. And the cards that have fallen out for this evening on the 3rd of November, um, I've got a different pack here and it's all about questions. So here is the first question. Statement, whatever it may be. Design your day or design your week around what you value the most. So what is it that you value? Is it peace? It could be finances at the moment. Maybe that's something that you need to be looking at. Maybe it's family harmony, playing with the kids, catching up with people. Whatever it may be, design your week so that you include those. The next one that came up is what truly lights you up? What absolutely delights you? Is it that first cuppa of a morning, taking the shoes off, getting grounded? Is it the sound of the birds? Is it the smile from your kids? Is it a message to do with your business? What is it that really lights you up and gets your week going? The next one is a question. What are the boundaries that you may need to put in place to make your life more sustainable, more balanced? What is it that you need to begin to put into place or strengthen that maybe you've been putting off? Okay, the next one. What part of your work or your life feels soul draining? Is it someone that keeps popping in and you really don't want them to? Is it people that are expecting you to do everything and maybe you don't feel appreciated? What is it that is draining your soul? And write it down. There may not be an answer right now, but it may come to you a little bit later. This is a good one. Hi, Joe. How do I define success now? And as the decades go past in your life, you might find that that changes. Um, Maybe the second or third baby, maybe that changes. You know what success, maybe success is getting to the shops without them vomiting all over you. I know all about that. What is it that defines success for you at the moment? In your quiet moments, it's asking you to note down, whether it be a voicemail, note in your phone, you're going to write it down. Notice what your soul whispers to you. Maybe it's something really small and you might think it doesn't matter. But those whispers, all of those matter. And this one here is suggesting you make one choice, something that you're not doing that you know would be great if you did it, or great if you didn't do it for the next 3 days. And again, just jot down, what did you notice? What did you notice? We've got two more. This next one, be brave. You will grow. Yeah, we don't grow in our four walls protecting ourselves. We grow when we are that little bit brave. This last one I think is very powerful. What am I tolerating that I know I have outgrown? Super important. Again, you may not be able to change it tonight, tomorrow, this week, but just knowing you've outgrown something, it it stops the worry, it stops the anxiety. You just know that you've outgrown whatever that is. And then when you acknowledge it, you can start to make plans. Or things will crop up and you'll go, wow, that was timely that that came into my life. So I hope you got some values out of that. I'm going to go um, straight into the teacup now, and you can let me if you've got a question that I might be able to use the cards to get some answers for you. Now, Joe, I'm feeling for you, and an important document is coming in the mail. Um, Maybe you've been waiting a little while, maybe you didn't think it would come, but I feel that there's a letter. I feel like it's positive. Maybe you've even had to pay a deposit on this, or you've had to pay some money for this letter. But I feel that it's to do with money, but it's in your favor. So if you can relate, if you know what that is, please let me know. Hi, Jen. Lovely for you to be here. So while I'm on messages, Jen, I feel I'm getting a message for you here too. And it's something to do, I think it's with your ankle, um, something to do with your feet or your ankle, and to make sure that you rest that, and maybe you need to strap it. So again, if you can let me know if anything um, crops up and that you can relate to that. Now, I don't know if you can hear my phone ringing, but I am going to go and switch it off. Okay, apologize for that interruption. Okay, so we've got the tea leaves. We're having a look at these first, and there's quite a bit going on here. Let's see what we've got here. Right, what I'm enjoying looking at here is somebody is tapping somebody on the shoulder, and it's like they are, again, maybe somebody here or somebody watching later. Um, Someone's taking a little bit of advantage of your things. Maybe they say, "Oh, these flowers smell nice," and they start picking them, and you've taken months and weeks to grow them. Um, Maybe they go, "Oh, this looks nice. Can I have one of those?" This is something we mentioned before. This could be about boundaries. This may be having to speak up for what actually belongs to you. So, and it can be family, we don't like to upset the apple cart because of that word family, but sometimes we have to do that. So, this is someone I feel taking for granted that what's yours is theirs, but what theirs is theirs. It's not yours. So, it's a bit of a one-way street happening there. So, do be careful of that. I feel as though there's a key here. Somebody's definitely getting a key to a new place. And it's in like the 8 week position, but it's further down the cup. So this looks like about 10 weeks from now. So where are we now? We've got all of November, December. Okay, so this is probably mid-January, January sometime. Someone's moving, and this is a new key. It's really funny because it looks, the signature almost looks like a J, like Joe, Jane, Jack. Maybe it's a surname. Um, and it's also got an N there, and it looks a little bit like Taurus. So it could be the time of Taurus, it could be somebody who is Taurus, but this feels like determination. Um, so this move is all about determination, and it's definitely going to happen. As I move around, we've got beautiful angel wings in the cup here. And I feel as though there are many spiritual gatherings. And of course, this is the time of year. Now, often many faiths will be getting, and preparing for the Christmas time. And so it's going to be wonderful for all these groups to see how many people want to come together, that want to have this spiritual life, they want to have something to believe in bigger than just themselves. And so if there's anything that you belong to, you might just invite other people. I think they could be on the sidelines just waiting to be included. So these groups with angel wings around them are definitely growing. And I really like that, because I feel as though there's nothing quite like feeling that people have got your back and that you belong in various places. If faith and religion is not your thing, it doesn't have to be that, but it could be good people. It could be a group that, it's very good people that you are with. I also feel as though someone's looking at, they're trying to manifest a car. Somebody really wants a new car. And it looks like Merlin here with his magic wand is trying really hard to make that happen for you. So if that's something that you want, don't give up. Put the picture up, smell the leather, feel the car, because the universe, etc., does work on this joy and gratitude and the feeling of it. Um, there could be a couple of people moving because I've got shoes in here, high heel shoes. This is the female pushing for the move. So again, we're looking at movement, we're looking at cars, we've got keys. Now, the next thing we've got, I don't know if anyone is going to Africa. I've got Africa in here. So not sure if somebody is planning a safari in the next few months, but I feel as though that's maybe the middle of next year. Now, I've got a lot of dots and it just looks like teeth. And it looks like bottom teeth to me. So if you've been putting off going to the dentist and it's the bottom part of the teeth, please consider that you may need to be brave and go and do this. I have the tower in here, which is the tarot cards for the tower. And as we know, that can be the way of life changing, which I believe that's happening all the time. And so it will continue, things will continue to get disrupted. Anyone born in the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe, we had an amazing free life. And I'm not saying it can't be free now, but it's freedom in a different way. Um, and, there's more surveillance now everywhere you go. There's cameras. I believe they're thinking of reducing the speed limit from 110 in some places to 90 or even 70. So when all these things start to come in, we need to share and tell each other because otherwise we'll all be caught speeding. So the tower to me is just letting us know there are still changes that are coming in our lives that we're going to have to adapt to. Um, I feel as though someone is also having problem with their ears. And so it may be a simple thing as having your ears syringed, but do make sure that you get that checked. And maybe you're just feeling a bit dizzy, and it may be that you need to have antibiotics in an ear infection. Obviously, not a doctor, but certainly go along and get those sort of things checked. Um, I feel as though someone has been saving like crazy here and they've been really, really good. They haven't touched it. And so I see this in like a fixed term deposit. It's like up in the air. It's something they can't get to, but there's like a drip from it. So it looks like you've invested well and you're getting some income from that. And that looks like that's quite stable, fairly healthy. Again, not a stockbroker, not a financial advisor, but I'm just reading what I can see in the teacup here. As I'm coming around, um, funny enough, for the first time in I don't know how many years, I actually looked at the little snippets of news, and there was something it looked like a submarine. It was to keep um, our deep waters safe. And it actually sort of looks like that in here, almost looks like the same shape. So maybe there'll be more talk about that. Maybe it'll even be used for other uses rather than just surveillance. Maybe it'll be used to have a look at the quality of our cables that are in the ocean. But there seems to be more news coming out about that. Hi, Silvana. Lovely to see you. The other thing I've got in here, somebody being Gemini, and I feel as though someone's having a go at this Gemini person. And I don't know, I feel like you may need to say something, but not everything that you want to say, particularly if it's a work area. So this is like a crocodile, you know, they've got sharp teeth, you know, they tend to watch and then they snap. And I feel as though just keeping away from them is probably the best advice looking at this person. Um, I've got a beautiful face of a dog here, quite a large dog. Um, I don't know, maybe somebody's going to adopt a senior. This looks like an older dog. It looks a little bit like Bella. I'm not giving up Bella, but maybe there is somebody similar, another dog similar to Bella, that needs a home. And I think someone watching this is actually going to be doing that. Okay, so we're going to go on to the cards, but we've gone out of sequence tonight because I used my questioning cards. And we're just going to have a little look at these cards, and then we're going to get into our meditation. So I hope you've all got yourself organized for tomorrow, whether you're watching the race, involved in the race, having an afternoon tea, or you don't believe in it and you're going to be doing something different. Whatever it is that you've got planned for tomorrow, I hope that you enjoy it. So let's just see what these cards are bringing up for us. Okay, this one is to do your sums. So if you're thinking of a purchase, if you're thinking of doing something, this is making sure that you cover all your bases. I feel as though that's got to do with time as well. Maybe it's your timesheet. Maybe it's, and I think this card that's fallen out might give us a little bit of confirmation because this is the traffic lights for stop. So maybe there's some payments here that you need to look at, that you need to stop. I know I've actually been doing that recently, and that will make quite a difference in the following months. So we'll just have a look at, oh, and we got another one, stop. So there's a situation here that needs a lot of thought before going ahead, doing your sums, doing the calculations. Is this the right move to make? Is this the right timing? Let's see what else we've got from this pack, if anything. Anything else? Or maybe that one. What's this one? And this is asking you to take your time. Yes, time is moving away. As you can see, there's not a great deal in the top, but there is still time to give this some thought. Right, moving on to the next pack. What have we got here? Oh, this one's fallen out. So this is the runes. This is to do with an inheritance or an estate. And this one here is to do with heritage. It's to do with whatever somebody's wishes were. So it's an estate, it's what they valued, and it's to do with inheritance. So honoring what people wanted for you. This one here is about being creative. I bought some new watercolor brushes this week and paints, and it was Casey's 30th birthday, and I did a little drawing and painted it and had a wonderful a wonderful time doing it. It took me a long time, but it was good. Ah, Silvana, I'm sorry to hear that the dog passed away. Her name was Minnie. It's never easy when we lose our loved ones. Okay, so we're now coming up to the butterfly cards. And what have we got here? This one is about beauty, making the most of ourselves. It's not just us. It's to do with the beauty that's around us. I always marvel when I go. I noted it this morning. I stopped at one corner of someone's garden and I counted 8 different color greens, all the different shapes of the leaves. And there was from pale green to lime green, mid green, dark green. There was like a fuzzy green. I mean, amazing. You would just look out the window and think, oh yeah, it's a nice green vista. But as you get closer, you can see how beautiful it is. And this is what this is. And I feel this is to do with nature too. Um, and just appreciating the beauty in people too. Some people, when you meet them, you just go, wow, what a pleasure to be in their company. So look, when you look for something, you'll find it. When you look for beauty, you'll find it. So let's have a little look here. And this one is about letting go. I'll share something with you. Something's been bothering me, and I made a decision, and it was about really letting go. And I immediately got happier. And I thought, well, I'm not quite sure. I knew I let go, but I must have let go at such a level, such a conviction, I think, such a commitment within myself, um, that I woke up smiling and I thought, oh, okay, what else can I let go of? I like this. So I believe there's an art in letting go. There's almost an art in most things. There's an art in loving people. There's an art in being in a relationship. There's an art in living on your own. There's an art leading groups, being part of a team. And this one is following your dreams. And that's certainly what I'm having to play with the watercolors. And there's a few other things that I want to do, which is definitely more creative. And I think when you open that side of yourself, it's very calming. It, yes, it's nice to go to work and pay your bills, but it's also nice to relax a little and do. And I'm sure Joe, when you're doing all your patchwork and all your quilting, you sort of tend to get a world of your own. I know Jem, when she does her cakes and she takes photos, that's pretty amazing too. I know Sylvia, I don't think Sylvia is here today, but very, very creative. Okay, and Silvana, I know Silvana, I've often looked at her when we've been chatting at her lovely nails and gets her hair done. So we've got the beauty and we've got all that happening. So we're doing well, girls. We really are. So two more cards from here, and then we're going to go into the meditation. And funny enough, here's the key, a key I was talking about. And this key is related to recovery. And so recovery can be about taking time out, saying no. If you find no hard, sometimes you can say not yet, maybe later. Can I get back to you? I think that's a fantastic Australian saying. Let me get back to you. And also sometimes saying yes, but with limits. If somebody says, oh, can you help me all weekend to do X, Y, Z? You might go, I can't do all weekend, but I could do 3 hours on Sunday. And I just think that's fabulous because you're honoring yourself, you're helping whoever it is, and they know exactly that they've only got you for a limited time and they'll probably appreciate you more. So, on that note, being appreciated, I want you to appreciate you and your energy and close your eyes and take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am here. I am here. And on that breath, just imagine the white light coming down your body, down the back of your head, across your shoulders, down your arms, your elbows, your wrists, and your hands and fingers. And just feel maybe a slight tingle of warmth, a heaviness, because you're just acknowledging that part of your body and you're giving it permission to let go a little, to surrender, to relax. And then let that white light come down your spine, your amazing back, protects so much of our body. And just allow that relaxation to go further into the waist and the hips, your bottom, the backs of the legs, or all the way down the calves and to the heels, and having a sense of being grounded. Of course, you can move any time, but right now it's like, I feel safe, I feel good. And then let the white light come over your face, relaxing your eyes, your jaw, just relaxing, letting the tongue relax. Coming across the throat, and both hands across your heart area. And on the next breath, imagine giving your heart its own pair of little lungs. And the heart is thrilled. Oh, I can breathe, I can relax, I can surrender, I can let go. And on the next breath, let that relaxation go through all your major organs, down your legs, across your knees and shins, down to every toe, into the ground, feeling relaxed, safe. These are your few minutes. On the next breath, as you say to yourself, I am here, have a sense of floating down, deep, deep down inside yourself, safely, carefully, moving towards your sanctuary door. And as you get closer, the door opens just with your presence, your frequency, your personal and unique vibration. The door opens and you step inside. The door closes and you look around this magnificent room. And it can be indoors, outdoors, near a beach, in a forest, up a mountain. It can be wherever, and it can be different every time if you want. So take a moment to look around. Is there anything you would like to change? Is there anything you would like to have more of? Would you like the view to change just by touching the window? The one thing that we all do have in common is that in every one of our sanctuaries, there's a healing bed. And I'd like you to move over to your healing bed and just settle down into it. And as you do, you have this sense of belonging. And it's true. You do belong because this is your place, your sanctuary. All the stresses and strains and noise of life, social media, all that sort of thing is way, way, way away from this point within inside of you. This is the quiet knowing, the center of you, the real you. And as you're lying on this bed, the pink mist comes, the unconditional healing pink mist swirling around you, above you, below you, beside you, all over you, moving through your body, gathering old cells that are no longer working for you. Misshapen ones that are tired, ones that can no longer duplicate. And as they're scooped up to be transformed at a later time, little jiggling fabulous cells replace those that have been removed. The immune is excited, the mind is excited, the soul is super excited. These new cells give you new life. It's not all about hectic energy so you can do more. It's about energy so you're not depleted, energy so you can be balanced and quiet and peaceful. It's a knowing energy. It knows you deeply. It knows all the good that you've done. Sure, you may have made mistakes. Maybe you did things that you're not proud of, but this energy isn't that. It's unconditional loving. And it can swirl around those thoughts and help heal them and let them go. And as you're lying there, you have a sense of a healer nearby. Perhaps you sense a gentle touch, maybe on your shoulder, maybe on your head. And this healer is dedicated to you. sending healing vibrations through your body, telling you how much you're loved and cared for, how much you matter. Lifting your spirits, taking away anything that doesn't serve you, just moving it so it can be dissolved. And there's beautiful feelings and thoughts being placed in those areas that are being healed. And right now, I want you to think of some lovely memories that actually make you smile. Maybe you had some fun times. Maybe it was the love of a pet. Whatever it may be, just drink in those wonderful feelings. Because when you do, it lifts your immune system, lifts you emotionally, lets your mind and your body know that not only have you had good times, but there are more to come. And on the next breath, I'd like you to stand up from the healing bed, feeling relaxed and refreshed, moving towards the door, which opens just on your presence, and you step through and the door closes behind you. You make your way up to where you started, in the room where you are, in the chair where you are, feeling relaxed and centered, ready for the rest of the week. And knowing that you can put in some boundaries, knowing there may be one or two things, just small, don't have to be big, that you'd like to change. Small steps on the journey ahead of us. We're all on a journey. Thank you so much for being here. I love to see your names. I love to see you interacting. And I want to thank the people that come in on later, or the people that are watching but not commenting right now. It means a lot to me that you are here. Have the best week. Enjoy tomorrow, whatever that is for you. Know that I care about you. And if anybody wants a private reading, please just message me on Facebook privately, and we will get it done and dusted. So lots of love. Take care. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.